Hey guys, Born Free here. I think you're going to enjoy this interview with PR Balrog. He is a great guy with great insight into Street Fighter 5. I failed today badly and I apologize from a technical side. I didn't have the right lighting, it's very grainy, I had to put a stupid filter over it and the mic levels are a little dodgy. But if you can get past that, the interview is great. And we're almost at 1,000 subscribers, so please subscribe because I want this to be a legit channel and I want to just bring great content. So enjoy. Hey guys, it's Born Free here. I'm with PR Balrog. He just actually just won a tournament in Street Fighter 5 and won the. What did you win? You won the faceplate, right?
I won the faceplate with the PS4.
That is pretty special. So listen, I want to ask you. People keep asking me, like, how does the game feel? You know, how does it compare to Street Fighter 4? What's different? You know, and like, what's the neutral game like? Stuff like that. And I don't feel qualified to answer that question, so I'm just going to ask you. Okay. How does it feel?
The game feels completely different than Street Fighter 4. It plays like old games, as in like ST. It has a feeling of Super Turbo, Third Strike, things like that, like old games. It's not like Street Fighter 4 at all. It's really fast-paced, unless you play Birdie for now. The neutral game is a bit different because you don't want to start throwing out pokes like in Street Fighter 4. If you buffer here a lot, the special move will come out. So it's not like Street Fighter 4 that you can buffer all the time. What else? Throws are really strong in this game, extremely strong. And also it seems like going for the stun and for the kill is like the new meta.
Do you think the moves, one of the things I noticed, and maybe it's just me because I'm a scrub, but it felt like there weren't like shortcuts to the moves?
There is shortcuts to Dragon Punches. You can still do the Street Fighter 4 way.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, but I don't know anything else. I know we found out that there's a throw tech, like crouch tech, but it's not really easy to do yet. So, no, we still need to get more hands on the game.
Okay. So, is there anything, I don't know if you've even thought about this or have just been enjoying the game, but is there anything that you would want to see added or changed?
For now, maybe the damage is too high. Maybe. We still need to see more characters. I personally want Karen in the game, but that may be true or not true, you know. So.
All right, Capcom, Karen. PR Balrog wants Karen, so let's do this.
Yes, I think everybody loves Karen. So yeah, I kind of want her in the game. Also, maybe I don't feel good on the wake-up game because the characters feel clunky when they stand up and stuff. But that is probably because I'm still used to Street Fighter 4, so.
I noticed, I mean, it felt to me like some of the frame rate, so there was some significant changes in recovery on some moves. Like, I don't know, like I felt like sometimes landing is, like the recovery seems faster. Is there anything in terms of recovery that feels different?
The trip guard is different. If you jump and whiff a hit, you have a huge window to actually punish the person. So that's big. What else? Actually, another thing that's kind of weird, whenever you hit a character here, you feel like you can actually combo off of it, but sometimes you can't. It's really weird. But like I said, we're still too new in the game, so we can't really say that if that's good or bad.
So I have a theory that Capcom, every time they release a new character, they're basically going to make them overpowered initially so that people will enjoy playing them, and then they'll balance it throughout the beta. But I guess we'll see what happens on that.
Yeah.
So I also wanted to ask you, I just locked my phone, which is brilliant. So tell me, in terms of like characters, who do you think in this version, which is clearly going to change, but who do you think is the strongest and who potentially is the weakest right now, based on what we know over 3 days of play?
Well, over 3 days of play and like 3 hours a day. I think Cammy's the best overall. She's probably too strong, I think. Why do I say this? She stuns really fast. She does a lot of damage. Her combos are really beefy, so I think she's pretty strong. But Beardy proved that he's really strong also. So I don't know. Those two might be the strongest ones.
I've been playing around with Birdie myself because he's my fellow Englishman. You know. And the funny thing is, everybody's like really annoyed that he's fat, but I'm like, well, he was young in alpha.
Yeah.
And like I'm an Englishman, and I know that every single Englishman at a certain point grows a beer belly because they drink far too much beer. That's what happens. I have one myself. Like it just happens as you get older. But yeah, he's like totally overpowered. I think.
Really?
Until people figure out how to counteract him.
I just think that there's not too many characters yet. I still think that Birdie is really strong, but he has a little bit of problems with fireballs, as a usual grappler is.
Right.
So, but then again, this is 3-day talk. You know,
yeah, it's true.
It's not
We've got to
very.
figure out how to counteract everything.
Yeah.
So, okay, let me put it another way. Birdie is cheap. That's why I've been using him.
He's scrubby.
He's scrubby. I've been throwing the hell out of people. It's been a lot of fun to play as Birdie. My phone keeps locking out, which is annoying.
Oh, and what's it called? The weakest?
Oh, the weakest. Yeah.
It's hard to say because I think that the other characters all have potential, but they might be a little bit hard to use. We saw Justin playing Bison. I think Bison might be top tier also in this version. I mean, we don't know. We only saw him play.
Does anyone have an answer for that corner pressure right now?
I was able to find out that the corner pressure with the flame, the normal one, he doesn't have advantage there. But he only he only has advantage on the EX. But the EX is probably like plus a million or something. It's a really huge frame advantage. But other than that, I think Bison is okay. I mean, can't really say that he's top tier or not, because Justin is, of course, really good. So it might be the players too.
So wait, did you say the weakest? I can't remember.
The weakest, I'm gonna say, is Nash.
I know, weird, right?
Yeah, it's weird because Cien did really well with him, but I still feel that he needs something. Like, he doesn't have a good reversal. His V-trigger is pretty good, but I think that just having one teleport for the whole V-trigger, for the whole bar, is not very good. I think if they put at least like 2 teleports, I think it would be better, maybe.
Gotcha.
Just to level that out.
Okay, that makes sense. So let me ask you a question. When you go about picking a character, a new character, what do you look for?
I like to rush down. I'm a really aggressive player.
Oh, really?
Yes. Sorry. So.
Yeah, I think I've seen that.
Yeah. So basically, I try to use the characters that are fun to me in a aggressive way. If I can maul you down, then I will probably try the character out. I do not like defense, so
lane. You don't like lane.
I don't like lane play. Yeah.
Okay, so you wouldn't be a Gale player.
Never.
Yeah, gotcha. Okay, well, I think it seems like they've tried to make an effort to make all of these characters viable from an attacking context. I mean, Birdie just seems like he doesn't seem like like Zangief's like slow and Birdie's like powerful and he can jump across the screen.
Yeah,
he's got a bit of Hugo going on.
Yeah, kind of. Yeah, he's definitely better than Hugo though.
I think so too.
Yeah.
So let me ask you about. I'm gonna switch gears here and ask you a little bit about Ultra Street Fighter 4. So first of all, you're starting to feel. I know at one stage you were feeling like I'm kind of like losing the passion.
Yeah.
Passion came back, right?
Yes, it did.
How did that happen?
After NCR, I really got upset because I lost to Bonchan again.
Right.
And in my head, I was like, I'm really upset right now. Like, back in like, let's say 3 months ago, before that, I was like, if I lose it, don't matter anymore, you know. To me, it was like, okay,
Yeah, that's not a good way to be.
Yeah, so when I lost to Bonchan, I just got really upset, like I said, and
the passion was there, the fire.
I was like, I just want to beat him, like, oh my god, like,
that's
you
why,
know. So after that, I think I played in another tournament. I got really upset also. I was like, okay, I'm back. That means I really want to play again. So I will still work on my job, of course.
I couldn't believe it when you told me. Sorry, all like professional Street Fighter players, but my assumption has always been that that you guys just play all day and don't have a job.
Yeah.
So I'm like really impressed by people who have a job and manage to be as good at Street Fighter as you are, because I can't I can't do that.
Well, it's not easy. I mean, I don't have the same time to practice, but I've always said practice smart, not hard.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay, expand on that.
What do you mean?
Because I'm like, right, but I'm like, I don't know what that means.
That means quality practice. That means understand why you're losing. Practice what's going on. Just don't grind.
So
all
more,
the time.
right, more research, more study,
Exactly.
knowledge,
Yes.
over like just constantly playing people.
Yes.
Right, gotcha. That's perfect. Now, the other thing I wanted to ask you is about the Capcom Cup.
Mm-hmm.
I think, let me see, I'm sure I made a note here somewhere. Or maybe I didn't. Where are you? Damn it, I don't have it down here. I'm really sorry. But do you have a plan for the Capcom Cup? Are you still in it?
I mean,
Like in the running?
I have planned to try and make it. I really don't like to enter the Capcom Cup by points. I've always said I think that's really cheap way to enter. I feel like every person needs to actually win to enter.
Oh, really?
Yes, I if I enter because of points, I really would be upset myself.
Okay, so where can we see you? Like, are you going to go to the Capcom Cup events for the rest of the year?
Yes, I will try to go to all the premieres, especially, and if I can go to the premieres, then I will go get points.
Okay, let me ask you this. Balrog is obviously like your number one, but like you've got the ridiculously amazing Evil Ryu. You still working on Evil Ryu?
I think it's already too late. I went to Japan and actually did better with Evil Ryu. I actually had a lot of winning streaks with him, and the Japanese also told me that my Evil Ryu was really good. So it's a weird decision for me to play in a tournament with Evil Ryu over Balrog, but honestly, real talk, I'm not in the level of Daigo, so
Right.
I have to be back to Balrog full time.
And I don't know. This isn't really a question, but I've been talking to a few of the players, and it sounds like they've all got some secret characters going on. But this year seems like the stakes are higher than ever for the Capcom Cup, at least in terms of money.
Mm-hmm.
So you don't have to reveal anything. But have you been working on anybody else on the side?
Nah.
Nah. Of course not. Nah.
No, I'm serious now.
Are you serious? Okay, fair enough. But they don't have too many. They don't have too many good Balrogs out in Asia, right?
They don't, but the matchup is usually easy now. They've been playing me for 4 years already, so
Yeah.
they understand and they actually practice against him a lot. So it's not hard for them.
Okay. And so let me ask you a few more quick questions. I'm kind of interested just to know, like, when you go into these tournaments, who do you fear the most?
I think I only fear Bonchan. That's the only player that I think has my number.
Really?
Yes, he is the player that it's really hard for me to adapt to him because he's so smart. Like, I feel like it's a wall when I play him. So
man, that's the worst.
So yeah, he's the only one that I fear. Everybody else I feel like I can beat.
Got it. And besides you, like, who do you think are the favorites for the Capcom Cup?
I think Daigo's the favorite for now. Over other people, yeah, Daigo.
I mean, I think it's interesting, the format, because basically you know the 16, and so you can study the player, as opposed to like entering Evo and getting knocked out by a random, you know?
Yeah.
Like, and Daigo seems to be just unbelievably good at doing that. Like he, you know, when he lost to Infiltration, when he lost to Shen, he went away, he studied, then he beat them like 10-0 in Exhibition.
Yeah.
And then, like, I know that it feels like when he met Smug for the first time, it feels like he'd already done his homework on that.
Yeah.
And then he took Infiltrations to Capray to pieces as well. So I feel like he's pretty good at, like...
Daigo's really good at long sets. That will always be like that. He, as a master of studying, he understands every player when he has time. So, I don't know. I feel like if he has time to research, he has the advantage over everyone.
Okay, gotcha. All right, so listen, I want to say good luck. I want to see you at the Capcom Cup.
Like, you're one of the best players in America. At one point, you were definitely the best. I think maybe you still are. I have no idea. But I guess we'll see. Do you want to give any shout outs to anybody?
Shout outs to Evil Geniuses. Shout outs to Capcom, of course, for bringing us Street Fighter 5. I think it's an amazing game. And it's turning out to be really good. Shout outs to my girlfriend. I love you. And shout outs to you. Thank you for teaching me all this collectible stuff. I like all that stuff.
Yeah, well, you're gonna have to train me online. That's gonna be the price you have to pay now. Is like 4 hours a day, just training me online, and we're good. We're good. So
come on, man. I don't even have time to practice for myself.
I'm just messing. All right. Okay. So I guess that's it. Signing out. Thanks, guys, and peace out.